Hey there, Phil.
Why are you so excited?
Well, 'cause today is Easter.
What's so special about Easter?
Well, Easter is
Oh,
special.
I remember. It's because you get together with people you love and eat yummy food.
Yeah, that's really fun too, but Easter is
Oh,
special.
I know. It's because you get to hunt for eggs.
Oh, that's pretty fun too, but Easter
Oh,
is special.
I know. It's because you get a basket filled with goodies.
Yes, that does happen sometimes,
Oh,
but Easter...
I know.
Yes, Phil. I think we should ask some kids, why do you think Easter is so special?
Special because Jesus died on the cross. Easter is special because Jesus rose from the dead. Easter is special because Jesus is alive. I think Easter is special because Jesus died on the cross for our sins. I think Easter is special because of Jesus Christ. Easter is all about with Jesus rising from the dead, and he died on the cross for our sins. And sins are like yelling at your mommy or hitting or doing bad things. That's what sins are for. And we're happy that Jesus died on the cross for our sins, because if he didn't, then we wouldn't go to heaven. But he did, so now we will go to heaven.
These kids are really getting it. Let's go to our Bible. When we left off last week, Jesus went into Jerusalem, and the people were worshiping him and rejoicing. They were waving palm branches, calling him their king. Then, just days later, while Jesus prayed, Judas, one of his own disciples, betrayed him. He led the soldiers to Jesus, and Jesus was arrested. It was the Jewish leaders and teachers called the Pharisees who didn't like Jesus and made this plan to get rid of him. Judas helped them for just 30 silver coins. Now remember, Jesus didn't do anything wrong. He was just telling people the truth. He was teaching people, healing people, and performing many miracles. Jesus was brought to the officials, and they said he had to die. Then they made fun of him, and they hurt him a lot. And finally, he was forced to carry his own cross up a mountain. Once it was on the top, called the skull, Jesus was crucified, which means that he was nailed to that cross. Soldiers teased him and told him that if he were the Son of God, he could get himself down. And even though Jesus could, he didn't. He knew he had to die so that everyone's sins could be forgiven. He was doing this for everyone. Do you remember your memory verse of the month? Let's review it.
Verse of the month. 1 John 3:16a. This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us. 1 John 3:16a.
This is what happens next. Then people were amazed at what happened next. It was now about noon. Then darkness covered the whole land until 3 o'clock. The sun had stopped shining. The temple curtain was torn in two. Jesus called out in a loud voice, "Father, in your hands I commit my life." After he said this, he took his last breath. Luke 23:44-46. The earth shook and rocks split. The people saw all that had happened, even those guarding Jesus. He surely was the Son of God. Matthew 27:54. But that isn't where the story ends. In fact, it was only the beginning. Jesus was buried in a tomb that looked very much like a cave. Then a stone was rolled in front of this opening. Soldiers even guarded it. 3 days later, some women who came to visit Jesus' body were surprised to see that the stone was rolled away and Jesus was not there. It was empty. But there was an angel in front of them. He scared the guards so much that they had fainted. Then the angel said to the women, Don't be afraid. I know that you are looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here. He has risen, just as he said he would. Come and see where he was lying. Matthew 28, 5-6. The women saw and were overjoyed. They ran to tell everyone. They needed everyone to know. Then Jesus appeared to his friends. He was alive. He told them that what he did, he had to do, so that everyone's sins could be forgiven, so that everyone who believes in him would have life forever in heaven. You see, you're going to see so many reasons why people celebrate Easter, why it's so fun and exciting, from Easter eggs to bunnies to baskets. But we have to remember 1 John 3:16. This is how we know what love is, that Jesus Christ laid down his life for us. And it was from that victory that Jesus had over sin, that we are celebrating today. And we have to remember it is a time to celebrate. So as we go through our day, let's remember what he did for us. And let's appreciate and worship Jesus because of all that he did and how much he loves us.